Sorry guys, can somebody tell me whether I am live or not? I have no idea whether I'm live. I'm sorry. OBS has decided to go on and die. So I'm back. Sorry guys. I pressed stream and but another video. Yeah, OBS just went, oh, I'm not going to work, and crashed. So I've had to just quickly bang another stream up. Really do apologise, gents. So sorry. Thank you, James. Sorry. OBS is just absolutely shocking sometimes. Yeah. So I did try and get that one back live, but it thought I were live, and I clearly weren't. That was a quick one. Hey, if speed impresses you, you'll be happy with me, Zola. Good morning. Sorry, I just need to do a quick housekeeping one on the YouTube studio, because if I don't, it may well throw me off again. And that will be that one there. I'm just going to need to unlist that to private. Because if not, it might throw me off, because it thinks I've got two streams running. Stupid thing. Stupid thing. Save that. And here we go. Stream finished. Stream finished. OBS. If anybody has experienced OBS, you can only imagine what it is like. There we go. Right. Whew. I had all sorts planned. I had this planned. I had that, which was supposed to give me a countdown timer, roll me in gently and everything else. And it's just gone a bit peaked on. Just gone a bit peaked on. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Morning, Eric, on YouTube and on Twitch as well. I had it all organised this morning. I did my video last night. I did my start screen last night. Got it all organised. Get everything ready for my stream. Typed all my text up. All I need to do this morning was create the stream. Click go live, and OBS went, nah, not this morning. Not this morning. You're not going live this morning. You're not going live this morning with 402 subscribers. You're definitely not going live. We don't like any of that. So it didn't let me go live. That says I'm eating my breakfast as well. I'm trying to do that. Anyway, gentlemen, I think it was because I was trying to record. So I will record in a little bit, because I'm going to do something a little bit different this morning. I need to create some VODs, some video on demand, you know, the pre-recorded videos. So I'm going to use this one as a repair one, but create the VOD from the live stream. I'm going to attempt that anyway. I was talking to him at the weekend and he went, yeah, I do it all the time. So, yeah, I might give that a shot. Anyway, we will say some good mornings. Now we are live to the world. Hello, Internet. Good morning, hello, world. So let me put my spectacles on with a great big thumbprint on. And we'll see what we've got in chat. I need to change mine to live chat, because I'm on top chat. Why, I do not know. It doesn't say live chat all the time. I'm sure there's a reason why. So there was some other people in the other stream, so if they've not come across, sorry. But we've got Eric. Good morning, Eric. We've got Carthor. Morning, Carthor. Morning, Joseph. Morning, James. Morning, Pitco. And EDM. Good morning. And Zola. Good morning. And I think that is about it. Yeah, we said Pitco and we've said Carthor. Hello, world. I think I might just go out with something and restream, as OBS gives me. Yeah. Trouble with restream, there's a delay and it does auto processing, and it's really unreliable.
PCDD, you little shit.
Oh, is my ship working as well? I don't even know whether they're working, because OBS crashed. So, oh no. Streambot should be working. Even though I can't hear any of it. So we'll put that up there. Yeah, so Restream is better because it doesn't give you any overhead, but apparently it's really unreliable. So I'm using a plugin for OBS, and I think that's probably what's crashed this morning. Because you have, on OBS, when you stream to multiple things with that plugin, you set a primary one up, which is my YouTube. And your secondary one literally retransmits your first one, but within OBS, so you actually have two streams, so you get a bit of overhead. And I think what happened this morning, I pressed go live on YouTube, and I didn't leave it long enough to let the stream come down, and then press go live on Twitch, and I think that's probably what brought it all down. But yeah, so all my metadata and everything else has gone out that window, so I'll have to edit it later, so it just says PCDD going live. But who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? So welcome to Monday, gentlemen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you all had a terrific weekend. Whether you were working, whether you were at home, whether you did something special, whether you just stayed in with your feet up in Arctic freezing temperatures like Carthor probably did, because it was a bit chilly. It's chilly in the UK this morning, 3 degrees. Got in the car this morning and it went beep, 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 3 degrees. I'm like, wow, that is a little bit cold. I came into the office and I looked at the thermometer on the wall. It was 3.5 degrees in this office. So I've got a little fan heater on down there, trying to warm my toes up. It is minus 12. Oh, well, I feel toasty now. I feel positively toasty this morning, Carthor. If you're at minus 12. I have got somebody, do you know the, I think we did it Friday. Funny story, Friday. We did a power supply on Friday, put a 1200 watt power supply in the desktop computer, and I couldn't finish it because I could not find my SATA splitter cables, because he needed an extra SATA and he didn't have one, so I had to get a splitter. Could not find them anywhere. So I ordered a pack of 3. They're only a £5 for a pack of 3, so they're not expensive. Off Amazon for next day delivery. As soon as I close the stream, I'm just tidying up. What did I find? My old pack. So I didn't need a new pack. So I did do that one over the weekend. He's picking up. He was supposed to pick up Saturday. Didn't come Saturday. So he's picking up this morning. But it's it's case, isn't it? We're like my mouse. I could not find it anywhere. Nowhere at all. And as soon as stream finished, I found it. And that was exactly the same. I said, soon as stream finished, I better find him. And I did find him. Yeah, it's working all right, that. I put the additional SATA cable in. Did everything else, working absolutely a treat. I have got his old power supply kicking around somewhere, I don't know where it is. But we're going to have a go at repairing that if it leaves it with us as well. It's an 850 watt Corsair itself here. Oh, so if it leaves that with us, we will. I'll try and blow myself up with that, because we know my history on power supplies ain't the best. But it's a nice supply, that one. See if I can get it angled right. It's a decent supply. I do like the Corsair stuff. Come on, focus. I do like the Corsair power supplies. So it's a nice one. It's fully modular as well. So if he leaves it, we will attempt to get that done as well. I do not have a dim bulb tester, so I'm going to have to order one of those. I was watching Buy It Fix It over the weekend, and he did a TV, and his dim bulb tester lit up. Got a direct short. They may, oh God, I don't know if anybody watches Buy It Fix It, and he took the power supply board out of a TV. It was only a small one, about a 30-inch TV. Took the power supply board out, and I've never seen it before. The mains capacitor, the 450 volt capacitor, had actually corroded and rotted the leg away. Wow. And that had basically caused a short and blown the power MOSFET. But yeah, I'd never seen one which had corroded like that. He does have an X-ray. I dropped him a message, in fairness, James, for my little tip, because if you've watched that video, he can't read the serial number on the chip, and he ends up putting IPA, and it comes, but it obviously evaporates. So he puts some thermal compound on. That really doesn't work. So I messaged him and I went, give this a try. This is what I do on my streams. If you want to check the streams out, a bit of self-publicisation. And he messaged me back. He went, that's a really good idea. I'll give that a try. So hey, tune in. I might get a name check on the next video. I doubt it because he doesn't check anybody's names, but he's a proper guy. If anybody doesn't know who he is, Buy It Fix It, and he fixes all sorts of stuff. Really clever guy. Never shows his face. I caught a reflection of his face when he did an arcade cabinet a couple of weeks ago in one of the things, and he blurred it out. He blurred it out because obviously he didn't want to be on there. A Geordie guy he is from Newcastle area. Be nice if he drops in chat today. I don't think he'll drop in chat today. I've never seen him on anybody's chat unless he uses a different name like Michael does from his. So
By the way, I think any free streaming account has its issues, whereas paid ones, they have to provide the service, so free ones are not maintained as much. I agree. I think you're right on that, Pitco. Free ones do, but they get it in other ways, don't they? They get you to upsell into higher tiers, like Streamlabs locks a lot of their stuff away behind the paywall. So you get enticed with that in, and then they hit you. Yes, lockpicking lawyer. Bit similar to lockpicking lawyer. Carthor, have you seen the April Fool ones he does? I think it's the April Fools or Christmas ones he does on lockpicking lawyer. He's got a really, really dry sense of humour, and he does some on Christmas ones. Yeah, they are so funny. So funny. But yeah, lockpicking lawyer. I pick locks. I've got here. Oh, not my fan heater over. See if I've got them. I have quite a large selection of lockpicks, and it's a hobby that I got into a few years ago, and started picking locks because I quite like them shims. That's my lock picking gun, and it's not an expensive hobby to get into. I don't encode and decode them, but I have a selection of lockpicks, and I really enjoy doing it. If anybody doesn't know what we're on about, Lockpicking Lawyer is a YouTube channel, and he picks locks basically. But his presentation style is really good. So I've got some I've made as well. That's my primary set, what I use for picking locks and whatnot. So you've got your rakes and you've got your picks and whatnot, and you'll see some here that I've made. We've got the for different. That's a 7.8mm barrel lock. So you know the high security ones. That's based. Oh, yeah. These round the edge. You kind of push it in, lock it off, push it in, tighten it up, and then these will open the high security barrel locks. You know, like you get on vending machines and whatnot. And I've got 4 different sizes in there. They'll open all the barrel security locks. I've got a pick gun, which they're dead easy. Them I generally don't use that. That vibrates the pins. You can open and lock in a couple of seconds with one of those. I've got a bypass tool for encoded locks. I've got some wafer barrels. These used to be kind of old car doors, and that desk drawers, the ones with the pins at the top and the bottom, they'll do. I've got some more stuff kicking around. They're my shims for opening padlocks and whatnot. But yeah, it's a really interesting thing. I used to just watch TV and have a padlock or a Yale lock or whatever in your hand, and you used to just kind of start holding it and just kind of feeling where it was, so you could pick it. So, but they're not expensive. I think when I bought mine, I think my primary set what I bought was about £20. They're not expensive, and I've had it donkey's years now. I've added to it because I've built my own as well, like you do. But hey. Yeah. Yes, very true. Yeah. Altim is different because it's using your own hardware. Yeah, that's what I'm using. I'm using Altim as a multi-stream plugin. There's two. There's another one as well. I can't remember what the one is, but Atium, sorry, seems to have the edge. Unlike things like Streamlabs paid services with that type of only stream. Yeah, Atium does offer different products as well, because that'll also let you stream to different, not only multi-stream, it'll let you multi-stream to different formats. So it'll let you do it in vertical for YouTube Shorts and things like that, because they say that that's the next thing what YouTube are going to push. Wow. Nice. I made my own lock picking tool and was able to pick my gas cap on my scooter in less than 5 seconds. Yeah. I mean, a lot of them used to use a rake for, a lot of the old ones, as long as they're not too gunked up. I need to get a real lock picking set. Yeah, Carthor, I mean, I ordered mine. I've had mine a lot of years now, but yeah. Always, guys, just pop head in and say, hi, Pitco. Have a good one. Got to grab some e-waste and get some warehouse. No problem at all. See you later, Pitco. Thanks for popping in and have a tremendous day. So yes, this morning, gentlemen, I achieved, with no thanks, well, a lot of thanks in fairness, that's the wrong word. No little thanks I can say to James. 402 subscribers I picked over the weekend. I was at 388, dropped down to 387, dropped down to 386. James pushed his video out, and that's rocketed to 402 on the back of the video. We all know the impact that James has on the community and his followers as well. He's a trusted source, so thank you so much for that, James. Really do appreciate that, and everything else. But yeah, 402. So I broke the 400 barrier. I might not stay there because people do come in and out. I have been at 404 and it's come back down to 402. I went to 401 this morning. It's gone back up to 402. So you never know. You never know. But we're gonna keep on plugging away, and my next target is obviously 500. Russ is at 424 and MK is at 483, I think he is, something like that. So a little bit to go for for that, but it's just a bit of fun, a bit of healthy fun. I think more on my part than theirs. I don't even think MK knows I'm chasing him, but I have mentioned it to Russ as well. But we're all in it together. Please, if you don't know who MK is, MK Fixed. Go and check him out. If you don't know who Russ is, Russ Repairs, RRR, check them out as well. They are both well deserving, as are so many more on here. So many more. And here's another one, 163 subscribers he's now got. Chill and Relax. Chill and Relax. Again, guys, if you don't know who he is, go check out Chill and Relax. Different to my streams, but it is a good stream to chill out against as well. I enjoy dropping and dropped into his long stream yesterday 2 or 3 times in and out. So a lot of us in here, and Pico as well. Pitco, I think it is. He's looking at streaming as well. So keep an eye out for that as well. Another long-term one in the chat channels. So I'm sure when he does start banging it out, he will do it. Morning, Board Rev, and another one. They just all keep coming in. Morning, Board Rev. Morning, Squish. Good morning, Worms. Good morning. So, gentlemen, we are doing this one this morning. Somebody did say to me over the weekend, I love your streams, you do so much, but you're just a bit too high energy on a morning. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I get a bit loud and a bit leery. I kind of taper off as the sugar and the caffeine wears off during the day. But I'm doing a run tonight as well. I did a 7K last week, and my first official run again tonight since injury, since May. So I'm hoping to probably do about a 5K in a round. It's not going to be quick tonight because I'm still carrying my injury on me. Meniscus, still got a hole in it, I'm still under physio. So I'm hoping to do about 34-35 minutes for about a 5K, which isn't bad. So yeah, that's about 5-6 minutes off my normal pace. So I'm hoping to do that tonight, as long as the knees hold up. If I can't walk tomorrow, that'd be why. I might just end up streaming all day. Yeah, keep being me, Worms. Keep being me. Definitely, that's what it is. I think I said that to somebody the other day. I think it was Michael, when Michael was on about it. I went, you just do you. Be what you are. Do you. If people want to watch you, they'll watch you. If they don't want to watch you, they don't want to watch you. But there's 7 billion people on the planet, and you'll find your own niche. But there's no point pretending to be something you're not. So yeah, it was just that somebody had said you're a bit hyper on a morning, and I went, yeah, probably. Catch me in an afternoon when I'm falling asleep after all energy's dissipated. But when you get to my age, any energy is a good energy. That's the thing. At my age. All these grey hairs and wrinkles. Good job I've got a nice filter on here. Mr. Worm, hi bud. 5K, nice, impressive for an old man too. Yeah, it's hard. Do you know what the hardest thing about doing a 5K is? It's trying to get your Zimmer frame over all bumps. Trying to get your Zimmer frame over them, yeah. Right, guys, I'm going to turn this down because I'm going through menopause, I think. So I'm starting to get a hot flush. We have parts arrived. These are the parts which we ordered. Did I do this Thursday or Friday? I can't remember. I think I might have. I think I might have done these
Another thing about being old, when you go outside and it's cold, you want to pee every 2 minutes as well. You are all right, Bobby. Keep going. Ah, thank you, Zola. Thank you. Right, guys, we will hit this one head on. If you remember, we took this one to pieces. I did 2 last week. One with a blown that had a shorted something controller. It was a pre-programmable IC controller. I have got that up here. If anybody didn't catch that, it is that tiny thing under there. That's what there's 8 pads under there. It was a thingy controller, something controller for the EC chip. So I need to speak to the customer. I did text him the other day, but he didn't get back to me. So I need to talk to the customer because they are pre-programmed as well. So the chips themselves aren't expensive, but trying to get one program is going to be the challenge and a half. But anyway, so this one was some amazing people in chat helped with this as always. This one was where we had a shorted MOSFET here. So to prove that the board was still working, we basically took that MOSFET off, put that MOSFET there, and then we could power the board by applying voltage from the bench supply to there. Then the board came on. So we had that. So all we've done, I've ordered these. The guy on eBay where I got them from only had 3 left, so I ordered all 3 because they were not expensive. For the actual part. So we've got that, and that's what we're going to fit today, and hopefully it should work once we've fitted that. So not a big repair on this one, but a little necessity repair. Then we've got the interesting thing about trying to remember where all screws go. So I'm going to turn my fan off, and I'm freezing cold now. I've got 2 air vents in this office, because behind this wall where I have all the things, it's an outside wall, it's the outside wall of the garage for the office, and because the gas meter is on the other side of that wall, and they've had to leave quite a big cavity, because these gas meters, for regulations, you need air vents so you can smell the gas so it doesn't build up and everything else, just in case there's any issues. So I've got 2 air vents which are here in this kind of in the center of the room here, which are about, I don't know, about a meter away from me. Gosh, it's cold. Gosh, it's cold. Yes. So a little bit chilly. Right, we will put this down. If anybody is wondering which laptop this is an IdeaPad Flex. So this is the one we're going to be working on. We're going to be replacing the, I think it's the battery side MOSFET. No, the power side MOSFET. It was the battery side which had shorted, and we're going to do the power side because we powered it from the whatchamacallit, bench supply. So we're going to get some solder. We're going to turn that on. Does it flex? Do you know what? It's one of the very few laptops which has got a decent sturdy. I won't flex it, but it's got a decent sturdy board in it, because we all know some of them are pretty pants, to say the least. The HP
PCDD, little shit.
Books or something like that. The HP Stream book, they are terrible. Morning, Sergio. Good morning, Sergio. I don't know why. I suspect my commands aren't working on StreamBot because OBS crashed. I'm going to close it and restart it. Just let's see if it works. So you might not be able to get any of the sound commands. Right, that says it's now connected. No idea whether they're working. We're just going to have to give it a shot and see if they are. But yeah, StreamBot, OBS went down this morning, hence why we are on a stupid stream, what says PCDD live repair stream. So we're on that one there. But we'll see how we go. Morning, Manga. Morning. I said good morning to Sergio. So yeah, we're going to be doing this one now. Doing this. Oh, get my glasses on. We're going to be doing this under the microscope.
Oh no!
And because OBS went, it means certain things have turned off. So just let me get my whatchamacallit booted back up. We need that on. Double click. And microscope on there. And yeah, all the stuff's not on yet. So let's get down to business.
flick my light on. Put a bit of light on the subject. Put that board that way, might be a bit easier. Put a gentle glow. Oh, yep. Put that one up. Is that focused, or is it my bad eyesight on Monday morning? That's a question I was going to ask. I was talking to somebody at the weekend, and we had a bit of a debate on, and I'm sure everyone has got their own opinion on this, about what is the best day of the week. And I won't tell you what we said, but just put a day in the week what you think is the best day of the week. Because we had different days. We had different days. For different reasons as well. But what's the best day of the week, would you say? I'm just going to tin these pads up with some thingy solder. Saturday's the best day. Saturday. Friday. Oh, Worms likes Friday. Okay. So we've got 2 for Saturday. Any day I'm not at work. Saturday for Sean. Friday for Carthor. Everyone used to Friday. Yeah, Friday. So it's split between Friday and Saturday. Now, I'm going to call it ends with a while. Oh, Sergio's got it right. As you have the weekend to look forward to on Friday. Not everybody has weekends off, though. That's the thing. And you've got to bear in mind, I suppose some people might not like their own life for whatever reason. They might be single or whatever. So they might like it being at work, or they might really like the job. So I suppose there's that in it as well. But I think Saturday's a good call. I like my best day of the week. Nobody's going to say Monday. Well, yeah. It ain't Monday. I'm with Worms. Friday always rains at the weekend in the UK. It rains all week this week. This is true. Then their best day will definitely be. It will be different, yeah. It doesn't seem to at Milky. Friday seems like freedom, but you have a half day gone with work. And he's like, yeah. I think we should have 3-day weekends. I think we should go to a 4-day working week and have 3-day weekends. I think that would be so much better. So much better. I'm just going to put a bit of hot air into this board, gents, mainly because the the room is that cold. That was my iron on 450 degrees, and it was just not doing anything. So I'm just going to put a little bit of temp into the board just to warm it up a bit. Now, I said my best day was Thursday, and that's for no other reason apart from you've got over worst at week. Because I think we'll all agree, if we had a choice, we wouldn't go to work, but I really enjoy work. And I quite often work odd hours, so I'll sometimes work until 8 o'clock at night, or start at 4 in the morning, or have 4 days off one week, or maybe work 7 days another week. So I pick and choose, to some degree, days, hours, and everything I work. But my thought was, if I have a a Thursday as my day, I like it because if I was at work Monday to Friday, I would then be finishing in a couple of days after that. You know, you've only got 2 days left, you've done 3, so all hard work's done with that. I can't multitask, so I'm going to have to just stop talking a second. So yeah, Thursday was my choice on that. On my best day of the week. The person I was talking to, he thought his best day was Saturday, so pretty much similar to you guys. He didn't like a Friday, mainly because he worked long hours on a Friday. So that's what I was saying. It's personal choice on that, isn't it? But he did work long hours on a Friday, so that's why I didn't like the Friday. But yeah, mine was the Thursday. My worst day of the week is a Sunday, because I know I've got to start Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday until I get to the Thursday. But yeah, that was mine. Yeah, Wednesday. I like Wednesday. For self-employed, what is keeping you from? Nothing, Sergio. Nothing at all. As I say, I work. Some weeks I work 1 day, 2 days. I pick and choose the days I work. Because I enjoy working. I love what I do. I'll quite often, as I say, do really odd hours. And if I'm busy, I'll do more hours than that week, that day, than another week. I just don't like letting customers down or letting people down. So it's my business has a bit of a pattern to it. So this week is always quiet because nobody's got any money. It's not payday. They're not having stuff done. As a rule, you still get bits and bobs in. Soon as people start getting paid around the sort of 25th to the 28th, work will pick up. Not that I'm quiet. Even on a quiet week, I'll still be doing 15 to 20 jobs. But on next week, it might ramp up to somewhere between 30 and 40 jobs per week. And then it'll kind of even off a little bit to around 20 to 30 jobs. Then you'll have your quiet one again, and then it'll pick up again. So I probably do, depending, around sort of 60 to 80 jobs on average per month completed. But because obviously some of those jobs which come in, I won't be repairing it. I might just be diagnostics and things like that. So yeah, but yeah, I do pick and choose what I do, but I love working, so that's probably why I do a little bit more hours than I really need to. But I do like the flexibility. So today I am finishing at probably around 3ish, mainly because I've got to do housework. Living on your own, being the only person here, I've got to do the stuff like that. So I'm doing the housework today. I've got to change all the beds and vacuum and cook tea and go shopping. All the stuff which we all take for granted sometimes, but yeah, I've got all that. Monday's my housework day. Not ashamed to say, it's my housework day for just getting stuff sorted. So that's why I'm finishing. I don't generally work a lot on a Monday, so I'll normally have Saturday, Sunday, and a Monday off most weeks, or most a Monday off, should I say, most weeks, and then work forward from there. But that's what suits me. That's what suits me. So this week, I've got paperwork. I'm still doing my accounts. I've got paperwork and everything to do this week. So I'll probably only work, I don't know, maybe 3 days this week, 3 or 4 days this week. I won't be working my normal sort of 4 or 5 days as it was. That one goes. You can tell I'm concentrating again because I'm rambling. That one goes like that. I presume that just flips straight over. Is that the right one? Yes. I need to make sure it worked right one then. There you go. Yeah, that's definitely the right one. Payday is the best day of the week. Yeah, payday. Do you get paid weekly? I don't think there's a lot of people who get paid weekly now. Do you know what, Worms? I think shops should shut Sundays as well. I think retail sector's so abused, but it fits for a lot of people. Do you know, if it's if they're in a relationship where somebody works Monday to Friday, only time somebody else has got to work if they need to make ends meet is a Saturday and a Sunday. So I suppose it does work for that. But I think they need to curtail some of the open hours. If you can't survive for 1 day without it, but I suppose again, Do you know if you are working Monday to Friday and you need to buy things Saturdays and Sundays, your only time to do it, isn't it? So yeah, it's catering to the man. We'll be 24/7, 7 days a week, won't we? In next decade. We've still got that with online shopping now. On payday, I pay the bills. Just get it over with. I do their house too, as you know. Wife cannot. Yes. Yeah. Zero contract workers might get paid weekly. Yeah, they might get paid weekly. I mean, I tend not to get paid. I just kind of, yeah. I do get paid. I can't say I don't. When I get paid cash, it goes into a tin for what I allocate in the accounts, and then on a month, when I do the accounts on a monthly basis, all I basically do is see what I've brought in as cash, minus the stuff I've took into the bank, because I've got to pay some into the bank, obviously, cash-wise, and then everything else I just put down as wages and cash transaction to myself. So I don't actually pull a wage as such. I do, but I don't. So it's not like I say, well, I earn £50 a week or I earn £500 a week. I just pull, if I've got to buy some milk from shop, I just kind of take some money out of there and go to shop and buy it, and then just equate it on a monthly basis. Right, let's get some. I'm going to put this on too hot because I don't want it to watch me call it all over the place. Just get some heat into it, some gentle heat. Now we have got a couple of plastic things, so I'm just going to put them over them plastic things there. Because we don't want to be damaging them, do we? Because that's never good. So that should deflect enough heat from there. Hi, I just joined. What you're fixing? Did you find the problem? Danish, yes, we did. This bit of a strange one. This one we started this last week, and it was actually this MOSFET which had shorted. So because we didn't have a MOSFET in stock, I've had to order one. We took this MOSFET off because this was the battery charging MOSFET which had shorted, causing the laptop not to operate. So we took this MOSFET off, which was saying, moved that one to there, injected our 19 volts into the pad here to simulate it working, and it worked. So we knew motherboard was then good, and we've ordered a MOSFET which has turned up today. The description should have reflected that. Unfortunately, when I went live, OBS decided to have a moment and decided not to work. So we're just refitting the MOSFET on here. I'm just going to get some heat into this board again, guys, because it is so cold in here. The board is just, you can see it's only localized, everything else is dark blue. So we will just give this a line up. I've put far too much flux on. Turn my tweezers over. And just give these a quick hold down. So this MOSFET just does not want to flow. There we go. Now it sucks back. And it's gone too far now. Right, that should be it floating to place. Get the air station back up there and let that cool down a second. Laptop works on, yes it was. If you remember, we had to bring the battery back to life, James, as well. We had the dead battery, so we unlocked the battery at the same time, if you recall. This was the one where we unlocked it. You sure it's the correct MOSFET? It looks to, well, I didn't check the number if I'm being honest, but it looks to be. Shall we? I'm anticipating that AliExpress has sent me, yeah, before I go any further. We will just double check the numbers, because, yeah, that's always a good idea, isn't it? I don't, I've only just started the kind of the soldering side of things as much since coming on YouTube. This was one where we couldn't really read the number. Let's see if I can read it on the board. I'll tell you which one I'll find it on here, and I'll tell you that it's the one that I looked up and searched for. It should have been a skip, and it should have been yeah, that's the one. That looks to be the right MOSFET. That's the one which I ordered, and that's the one they've sent. And the pads and the pins underneath obviously look. But we all know AliExpress just send. I'm sure they just handwrite the serial numbers on some chips, don't they? Oh no, these weren't AliExpress actually. These were eBay. These were the. I got these off eBay because they were in UK supply. So. Right, it was the AON 6992. I can't remember who in chat said I could get that instead. And that is what we've 6992. That is terrible quality, that. I wonder if my lens is dirty. There you go, you can see it now. Should be AOA 6992. It was an equivalent one. Because I couldn't get the actual genuine one. We had to look it up on the board view. Flip them so we can see the footprint matches not moving into place as is suspicious. Yeah, that thing, it just didn't want to. I agree with you on that one. Just didn't seem to want to flow in. And I'm using me good solder, and I'm using the I think that's Kester solder, which I've got wrapped around on that reel what Andy sent me from Swindon. So those are the footprints. It just didn't seem to want to flow in.
Yeah, it's dual channel N-type MOSFET. Yeah.
Yeah, it's certainly bigger. Certainly bigger on the on that one. It looks to be a slightly different size package as well. I mean, only slightly. So package size looks to be. Move these into place because I can't move the. And obviously these legs are slightly different as well. Yeah. We'll double check it on the board. Do you think it's worth taking it off and refitting? Just to be sure. Let me just give it a clean up and see if we can just get a bit better. Where's my cleaning brush gone? We'll give it a clean up with some IPA and a bit of Amtech wipe. Move that back into the middle at desk, zoom that out. Right, it's this one here. That one there we're looking at. Put a bit of light on it. Yep. Can't really see from there whether it's... I think that is, just before we do go any further, I think that's flux. I don't think it's... I know it looks like it's bridging. I don't think it is. I think it's flux. No, they're not bridging. This is news from my Facebook. The UK faces 40 hours of continuous snow next week. Wow. Wow. 40 hours of snow. I mean, that's 2 days. It would be fine if the pads are matching. Yeah, I just didn't want to sit. Do you think I should reflow it then? Should we just try and reflow? Because it is. I mean, you can see that's the original. That's the new one. It is a slightly bigger footprint. Should we just push it down here a bit? Should we push it down towards the bottom? Get a bit of heat on it. See if I can just nudge it down slightly. I'll just put my cover back over because we have things just there. And I don't want them melting. We'll see if we can just nudge it down a little. Yeah, I whipped most of it off, in fairness, Sergio. I did put some leaded on there just to make it a little bit lower temp, obviously. But I did wick it. I did wick it off. Not too far now. I can see it wobbling. Do you know when you obviously, ouch. I think that's about as central as I'm ever going to get that. We'll give it a squeeze down. Right, that's squeezed down, and I mean it's looking a little bit more central now, isn't it, to where it is. Let me just see if I can do a clean up before that flux dries too much. See if I can pick some of this old flux up. Right, there's definitely no bridges on them. They're looking a lot better at the top now. And bottom ones look better as well. That's certainly more centralised. Certainly more centralised on there. That should do. Wonderful. We'll give it a clean just whilst it's a little bit warm. Then just see if we can pick up some of this. Can't find my other brush. I'm not that keen on these. I find these little brushes a bit too. Yeah, a bit too much. Right. I know it's not pretty, so we'll clean it up in a minute if it's working. We'll clean it up with some cotton buds and whatnot. Yeah, I can't find me. I've got one. I just don't know where it is. I've got a yellow. Oh, it's there. Found it. Yeah, the little solder brush that I use there, I'm just not keen of. I find the toothbrushes with them having longer and softer bristles so much better. I buy them. I buy 3 for £1 from pound shop. From £1 a pound. So yeah, that's better. They are so much better than that hard brush I've just been using, and just a bit more forgiving as well. So still not amazing, but it looks so much better. Right, I think on that we will press that, and we're getting somewhere close to it, trying this. Now I'm right in thinking with that on, if we power it, the board should power.
First put IPA in the area, use brush to dissolve the flux, then add napkin and take it out. Yeah. Oh, we have a first time chatter. We've got I thought we had a first time chatter on Twitch. Apart from the ones which have been in already, the only ones I tend to get on Twitch are bots, which I'm not complaining too much about. We get a lot of them. So, but yeah, it's what it is. As crazy as it is, even if they go on there, a bit like you guys when you're hitting that like button or subscribe button or whatever on YouTube, it still shows up on my Twitch results, even if it's a bot. Right, let's try this with a power supply. And get my power supply down. We're going to use the because I'm hoping this will do what's needed. I'm going to put the good ones to one side. We're going to use the old trust fit, which I will run through in a second with you. I'll tell you what I did order at the weekend as well. I'm going to build a power block for the wall. So like all my cable in here currently hangs down from the power supply, which is where camera's mounted, in fairness. So I'm going to order. Oh, I have ordered the all the bits at the weekend, so I can build one of those and build it on stream as well, which will mean all my cabling will be a lot tighter than it is now. I should have done it a long time ago, if I'm being honest, but it's just one of them jobs you just never quite get round to, do you? Just never get round to doing. Not that one. We need that. So stuff like this will just be, it's going to sit here, kind of on this wall. I'm going to build it and sit it here, sort of thing, so I can just plug straight into it and whatnot, rather than coming up there with all that. As long as the bots like and subscribe. Thanks for thanks for that, James. I thought Mang was saying he enjoyed it. James makes some brilliant content. I think he's the master at VODs. And he edits it on his phone. He edits it on his phone as well. I don't know. I know how he manages it because he's told me. But all the ones what you see, what James does, it's all been edited on his mobile phone. He's like a Francis Ford Coppola, I tell you. I'm just going to see if we can get the right size. Is that the one? Is it a... No, it's not a staggered black. It's smaller than that. It's not that one. It's not a blue. Is it a yellow? It's a yellow. Get red in there. Black in there. Turn me power supply. Power on. Flame on. Okie dokie. Let's get the power supply booted up on screen. and we are on COM port 3, but we'll try COM port 5 because I can never remember. Oh, wait, I need to turn it on first, don't I? That always works wonders. If I turn it on. Bit of a nugget. Not COM port 3. This is all because OBS crashed on when I launched stream this morning, so there we go. Right, let's 19.5 volts. We'll just knock that down a little. This is 20 volts. I'll get this on 19.5 or close as. 7 amps should be more than enough. Let's turn her on. So, power supply graph, which is that one. Let's put that onto the Ridon. Okay, and power supply. And we want to be on Ridon. So we have in top right hand corner 19.5 volts and that power. Oh, it's Carthor here. Carthor's here. I can't hear it for some reason. It's not coming through. But hey, welcome Carthor. Welcome, welcome, welcome. On the phone. Is this an iPhone or Samsung? Oh, it's a Samsung. Yeah. Power. Owen. Yeah. It's the, I've got the Owen, whatchamacallit, but not the Owen thingy bob. So let's see, we're just going to after some current draw, top right hand corner. I'm just going to monitor the temperature of the CPU. So we have current draw, we have more current draw. That board looks like it's coming to life. And the CPU is getting hot, gents. I cannot. 404 subscribers, oh my gosh! Hey, 404. Come on, thanks guys, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we've got 33 people watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that. Much, much appreciated. Right guys, so the board is now coming to life. We can see it in the top right hand corner. If we watch the current draw up there, I will just show you again. I'll stick a cheap and cheerful pad on here just to heat sink it a little bit, and we'll stick a really cheap, horrible thing on. So if keep an eye on the top right hand corner, we're just looking for decent current draw there. So board should come to life, which it is doing. If we stick thermal camera over the top, we should see some heat signatures here as well. Forget about rest at picture because I'm not on microscope, but you'll see a heat signature coming in here, and we're pulling 0.8 of an amp, so it's getting warm. We've got the necessary around here on the thermal camera as well, as we can see, which is where we've replaced this. That's one of the MOSFETs we've replaced, and that's just the IC controlling them. So I think that is okay. We'll stick that back off. I'm just going to see if it'll charge the battery. That heatsink is not getting warm. It's getting hot. It's about 25 degrees. It's not the best heatsink, I will say. So it's probably not sucking a lot of heat out. But bear in mind, board's not really doing a great deal at that. It's just posting. So I'm just going to connect battery up. I want to see if we get some battery suction. We've got a charge light as well, which you guys probably can't see. Now we're pulling 2 amps. You see up here, we're pulling 2 amps. We've got charge current as well. Yeah. That is getting warm now. Yeah, that's getting a lot warmer. That's probably up to about 35 degrees, 40 degrees. That's probably going to get to a point very shortly where I don't want to be leaving my wrist on there, because it is a bit warm. So we're just going to unplug that. We have a working laptop. Well, we've got a laptop which gets warm. Let's put it like that. Hello, username, welcome. Have we got a username in there? Hello from Malta. Hello, hello, hello. Malta. Malta, Malta. I'm chasing MK. I am chasing MK. I am chasing MK. Page cannot be displayed. Oh dear. Hello from Malta. Hello, hello, hello. That heatsink is not getting warm. Hello, user. Yeah, hi all. Hi. Oh, Aussie, 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 Aussie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Aussie, did you get your RAM sorted? Did you manage to sort that? We do have HDMI, so I'm going to see if we can get a picture on HDMI. I'm going to put the heatsink on, just so it's got a good chance at heatsinking itself, just with a bit more of the designed thermal mass. So just put a bit of temporary goop on. Now we'll do it later on. Okay. Okay. If you struggle to get hold of the parts, Aussie, let me know. I don't think you're at UK though. That might be the only issue. Because I've probably got what you need. If you do need them. Where's the bag of screws? There it is. Oh, focus. That's the problem with this wire. It focuses on the wire and not on what I'm doing. Let's stick that wire up out of the way. Get some screws out. Put some screws into here, but we've got to work. We've got life. We have life. Screwdriver. Got the right head on it. And 3 screws here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There we go. They're the heat sink screws. Please don't get the wrong ones in here, because I don't want to punch one of these through the bottom of the board. That's never fun. Unfortunately, these go all the way through. So we've got this one up and running. That's looking really promising now. That MOSFET appears to be working. So we'll get the HDMI in. We'll try and get it on OBS. I'm not going to guarantee that it'll work, because OBS is having a pig this morning, and it might not show a displayed output. But we'll give it a shot on there. So we've got that rigged up. We'll just get on to zoom out. We'll get our power supply cable back on. So if it does appear, it will appear as it always does, or should, in the bottom right hand corner. This will change to PC screen. So that's where we're going to keep an eye out, because I'll flick it over when we get going, because it's on the same input source as my thing. So we'll get that plugged in. We have nice current draw. We now have a black screen here because I've just flicked it over. Current draw is decent up here as well. Oh, point. So we've got nice current draw there. We're generating a little bit of heat, not a great deal of heat, but we're generating a little bit of heat up here. Yeah, it's getting warm. It's probably going through some type of boot cycle. Good, it's fluctuating. Yeah, more warmth is coming into the CPU, and now we're just keeping an eye on down here to see if it'll come up with any BIOS screen. If it does, I'll flick over to it. Yeah, CPU is definitely getting a lot warmer now, so it's got onboard RAM on it, so we're okay with that. I can stick an M2. There we go. We have picture. We have picture. It's alive. It's alive, I tell you. The Lenovo lives. So I think that's a conclusive test that we have a picture. It's all alive. So we'll get that unplugged. We'll unplug the HDMI for 2 ticks. Put that back onto there. We can start rebuilding. Nice. Thank you. Very nice. So it was nice getting a win. Always nice getting. Do you know when you've ordered parts? And again, anybody who does this, it's always at the back of my mind that part might not work. Certainly when you order them off internet and things like that, these components, like we've already said, it's slightly different. But it's nice to get a win. Right, guys, I'm going to put that on there. You're going to have to bear with me 1 second, because I had a cup of coffee about 7 o'clock this morning. I'm busting for a wee. So I will leave that on there for you.
and do that.
I can't go now. I've got 40 people in chat. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to cross my legs and do this.
Well, we can't go with 40 people in chat. We're going to stay now. We're going to stay and do it until I get to 35. I'm either going to pee myself, which is a regular occurrence when you get to my age. And then we go, oh, we only need to lose 2 more people. I'm going to have to start crossing my legs, praying that it passes pretty quick. Let's get some more of these screws. Oh my gosh, I've needed a wee since soldering that thing on, and that was 20 minutes ago. 20 minutes ago. Oh no, I've got a screw trapped in here. There we go.
PCDD, little shit.
I'm really desperate for a wee. So I'm going to blame you guys if that's the case. Get that off there, because these need sticking back down. We need to stick these on the back. Oh, some more screws there. I didn't even see them. Why did they put black screws on black plastic? You can never see black screws on black plastic. These are board screws and case screws. Put them there. That's it. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoa. Thought my screen had gone off then. Oh, just go. I'm going to have to. Yes. Dylan, you have hit the nail on the... I'm going to have to go, guys. Sorry, I'm really busting for a wee. Just give me... just entertain yourself. Just talk amongst yourself. Andy's here now. Talk to Andy. Andy likes talking to people.
PCDD, little shit. PCDD, little shit.
Right, sorry gents, needed that, really needed that. My dog's come to see me now as well. Click my microphone back on, make sure I didn't do that. Oh, we're down to 35 now. Right, we are back. Yes, dog, my dog's come to see us. You can say hello. Come up. There we go, say hello. Say woof. Speak. Give me 5. 5? No, you're not going to speak. Go on, you show me up now. Who let the dogs out? Woof! Who is it? You're not going to play because I've not took you for a walk. It's not playing this morning because I've not took her for a walk. No, I washed my hands. They are nicely washed and cold. That water's freezing. I've got a combi boiler, so when you turn it on, you get this cold water anyway. Yes, Maddie's come to say hello this morning. I'm going to take her for a walk a bit later on because this is only a morning stream. This rather than a full day one. My full day one's probably going to be maybe Wednesday. My full one. She's definitely sulking. Worms is saying hello. Come and say hello. Say hello to Worms. Speak. What's this? Speak. You're not going to do it, are you? She went, I'm not performing for the world. Not performing at all for the world. She's definitely not camera shy. Sure. She's got her own Instagram account. I've had to ban her from there because she's called Maddie Moo, and she's been following an account called Canine Canoe. Well, you can only imagine what that's going to show you. So I've told her off for that.
Can he not? Oh, yeah. 33 now, no longer. Yeah, 40. Well, they don't know what they're missing. Them other 6 people now, they don't know what they're missing. Maddie OnlyFans. I don't know. Do you know what? I've got some customers who perform on OnlyFans. Is perform is the right word? Don't know. Perform, display. I don't think I could do it, mainly because of the intensity of what they describe is. I mean, I find it hard enough talking to you guys, and I'm fully clothed. Imagine trying to hold that conversation. But yeah, I've got some customers who do that, and they make quite a lot of money, but they say it's extremely hard to do, to kind of get everything working hardware wise, because there's a lot of I mean, I struggle just getting my sound effects working. They need to get motors running and things like that. And I don't mean motors like that. I mean motors and electrical devices over Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, because that's what I've had to go set up for a couple of them. Our Wi-Fi Bluetooth devices. Dogs are the stream today. Yes. I've got yours coming on later, Chill. Get yours on later. I lined that up and it's just come back off now. I usually forget to put these on, and I know they're vitally important. Structural, this. In an HP laptop, this would be structural. This tin foil. They'd be going, oh, you've got to put it back on. It's keeping everything held together. So, slip that up a little bit. Get that slipped in there like so. And pull some of these cables through. Still makes me laugh with this lopsided thing just sat there. Don't feel amazing, but it does need screwing down. Feels like there's something trapped under it. There's not, but do you know when you just get that little bit of spring and you just think, don't quite feel right. But there's definitely nothing trapped under there. Right, let's get some of these screws back in. Oh, paste. Right, okay. I wonder what we were going to start eating then. Pasty. I don't think there was a bracket on there, was there? No, there wasn't. Ah, yeah. Hamsters can join too. Right, one of these screws, if you remember when we were checking it out the day, did not want to come out, and it was one of the hinge screws. I think it was that one, because it's a bit stripped. I don't know why. It just didn't like coming out of the hole. Which at the time I thought, that's a little bit strange why that didn't want to come out of that hole. But we will see if we can get back in the hole. That's better. At least it's got a bit of gumption on it now. So did Freddie Starr Ledgers. Yeah, he bit one. Freddie Starr bit one in half or something. Bit the head off one. For anyone who doesn't work on these often, if you can see, I know this screw stripped. It was stripped when we were working it last week. Can you just? It might be easy if I show you this side. If you can see on the screws, you've got a little arrow. So not all the holes in hinges have screws in them. These happen to, but you might find on other hinges, like that one up there, doesn't have a screw in that. That's a case screw for the bottom cover. So if you are putting screws back in hinges, certainly you'll normally get a little arrow, like you would on a board. So just keep an eye out. If you have got holes and no arrow, don't put a screw in it, because that's probably for a case screw. Because there's nothing more annoying than screwing something together and then realising you put a screw in somewhere where a case screw goes. Because we've all done it, and then you have to take it all to pieces and redo the screw. Oh, he actually never did. We have had 13 so far since I've been with my wife. Love the hamsters. Aren't they the national average animal of? Is it Bulgaria or something like that? Their national animal
Is that the right word? It sounds like words, but I'm not too sure whether I'm saying it in the right order. Is that, why is there nothing in there to screw into? Let's see if it's a longer screw. Could well be, because that's a 3, not a 2.5. No, there's definitely not there. So that's not going down. So I've got one up here with another arrow, another case screw, board screw, which is that one there. Some places eat them, not Korea. They'd have Maddie and Matt, yeah. Do you know what? She's got a winter coat at the moment. I ain't cut her in several weeks, but 5, 7, 8 weeks now probably, since I give her a trim and a cut, and she's looking rather large. When I take her fur off, she'll actually got no weight on her at all. She's ever such a slim dog. Just another tip, guys: if you are tightening, certainly around the heatsink here, if you hold the bottom of the screwdriver like so, just over the top of there. It'll stop it slipping out as much, certainly, because if you do it like that, you've got a chance of slipping out and scraping the board. So again, just in case there's anybody in chat, a little tip there. Plug the DisplayPort cable back in, and we'll get some more of these board screws in. Yeah, we want them to have the best life for the shout out. Yeah, they do. I think all pets do. I think all pets do. This is my 3rd dog, and my first one I had, which was a yellow lab. She was amazing, absolutely amazing. She was born on Millennium's Eve, so 31st of January 1999, and she made it all the way through to the 5th of January 2015. We had another one at the same time, which was about 18 months younger, and she made it all the way through to the 30th of June 2015. So same year, just a few months apart. And I think she just kind of give up when the first one passed, sadly. The second one just were like lost, both females, but it just lost. And you could see she was sad, and yeah, they say dogs don't really have emotions like that because they don't see the concept, but she was definitely sad, and she went on the 30th of June, and my late father at the time, who had cancer, ended up passing on the 4th of July of the same year, and he used to look after my dogs, and I used to go around and see him every day, obviously, and I said to him, so, you know, just to let you know, that, you know, we lost Sammy a couple of days ago, which was the second one. And he went, never mind. He says, I'll take her for a walk in a few days' time, because I think he knew as well. Yeah, they're up there. He's taking them for a walk still, somewhere. But yeah, passing of a pet, I think it's as hard to a lot of people as it is, because it's a member of family. Take nothing away from any emotion. I would be. My dog here has been a lifeline. They never judge, never complain, never moan, and they're always happy to see you. The only thing which annoys me, she's not subbed to my channel. I've told her unless she subs, she's getting no more treats and walks, but she's still not subbing. She's adamant that she don't want to do it. She says she'd rather spend the money on OnlyPause. I went, you can't spend all your money on OnlyPause. It's just not right. I'll get these little clips put on here. Good engineering by Lenovo. Let's make sure we don't get them trapped. That feeds into the hole there. This one feeds into the same sort of location just underneath it. Give it a go. Come on, yeah, beautiful thing.
That's it. PC, are you sub to your own channel? I would have thought I am. Yes. Yeah. I've got 3 accounts. I think I was saying the other day I've got 3 YouTube family accounts. I think they're all on there. But I've unsubbed my daughter now, or my daughter's first account, because I was reading somewhere that the algorithm, and it does make sense that if you get people to sub to your account because they're friends, you might think they're doing you a favour because you've got another sub account. But let's like my daughter watches Teen Pop things. So the problem is they'll start putting my videos out to people like-minded to her, which is Teen Pop, let's say. And when it doesn't get any viewers from that, and they all go, what am I getting all this for? And it doesn't go, YouTube will think your videos are terrible. So it'll stop pushing them out. So apparently it's more important to get the right people to subscribe rather than just numbers. So once I'd got a few subs, I did unsub her. She has got a new account on there, but I do that. I didn't know you could do that. I lost 3 greyhounds 5 months with them getting sad and giving up. Yeah. Do you know what? I love greyhounds. Love greyhounds. There was an old woman who swallowed a fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly, but apparently Mookie, she swallowed a spider to catch the fly. Strange old woman. I do not know why. I cried like a baby when my Jack Russell died. Yeah, it's such a. I remember coming home after taking the first one to the vets, and even though I'd got the second one still at home, she was really confused because she was like, "You've took her for a walk and you've not brought her back." So second one wouldn't go for a walk for me for about 2 days because she was like, "You don't do it the same to me. I want to stay here. I want to stay here." But yeah, she was lost. She was looking all over her. And I remember when the second one went and coming back to an empty house. Oh, that is terrible. That explains why we're getting some really dodgy suggestions on YouTube. No, I think that's your viewing habits, that worms. Some of the channels I sub to must watch. Yeah. Exodus, YouTube algorithm is extremely intelligent. You definitely don't want to influence it. Let it figure out. I agree. Exo, I agree completely. Let it do its thing. And that was the conclusion I came to in the end. Let it kind of do its thing. And I mean, YouTube knows a damn sight more than I do, and knows it a lot better than I do. So I'm in the same philosophy of leave it to it, let it do it. They do this for a living. I kind of stopped second guessing it. Right, I'm just going to see if I've got a rubber for the speaker, because the little speaker rubber's missing in there. You know, the insulator. I just don't know whether I will have one. That might be a bit big, but we can see if they just stop it vibrating. That's certainly a bit big. That is really big. That's the hard drive one. I thought I had a speaker one in here. Just looking through Uncle Soren's box. See if I've that might do. Might be able to get away with that. Take that screw out. Might get away with that one. More one of them maybe. So I'll get rid of them. That might do it. Yeah, it's going to be too big. That's definitely. Yeah, I think all these are going to be too big. It's annoying. I ain't got one for her, so we'll just have to hope and pray it doesn't vibrate. We'll give it a test. The people with YouTube videos on how to get more views must use the settings to get more subs. You should never listen to them. Yeah, 100%. Don't even click the option of this made for kids or adults. I know, just upload and let the algorithm do it. Yeah, I agree. It's make sure you hit the like button. Thank you, Andy. Thank you. Yeah, I'm kind of under philosophy of just letting it do its own thing now. So that's the speakers plugged in. I never like these trailing wires, how they just kind of, let's just trail them across the board. You just think, is it an afterthought? Did you think, oh God, where do we put that? Let's trail it across the board. Now this one here, this
I know I was saying earlier about putting screws in all the right places with the arrows. The trouble is there's nothing under that hole. It's asking for one there, but that hole under there is completely empty. Nothing under there, no thread at all. So unless something else has fallen off, which I very much doubt because I would have spotted it, it doesn't go in there. So we've got his daughter board back in. Let's get his battery mounted. So we should be able to get this screwed down, get the other bits and bobs on. Get this screwed in. So I am gonna get this one together. And are you streaming this morning, Andy? I would imagine he may well be. These have all got different heads on. Not until the Xbox. Okay. Well, I'll get this one done, and then I'll have a look what else I've got then, and then I'll see if I can carry you guys through to Andy going live if he gives me the nod as and when, and then we'll do a seamless swap over as trained professionals as we are. So we'll get the. Presuming the fan goes in here, maybe that side even. What we're saying about trained professionals. That one kicks underneath there. That one kicks underneath the battery. Go. So I need a screw in there. These are all different heads. So I'm just looking to see what heads I've got to put in. Customer. Does he really live there? What, Wales? I'll do the forklift things off stream. Not until the Xbox Live. Is Hot Cows bringing it? It's a good guy. I like his channel. Yeah, he does good content. He's got a lot to learn still. I'm glad he knows I'm only joking. I think that's why he calls me a little shit. That's why I think a lot of people call me a little shit, in fairness. I pick inappropriate moments to try and be funny. Not be funny, try and be funny. So we're good on that one. We're going to spin this over and see if we get some signs of illumination on this screen. This would be amazing if we do. Set the power cable back down from up here. Not that one. Right, who nicked my power cable? I can't find it. Because I didn't put it there, I put it up, down, I put it there. Make sure we get these in the right hole as well. Oh. I see, Ozzy, thank you. Oh, wait there, what? Number one again. Well done, Phil. Phil's number one. Well done, Phil. Guys, I know you've all been typing for the last hour, but Phil is number one. He's the first one in chat, as always. Well done, Phil. He lives further south, but well, Andy's Wales, isn't he? Swindon's in Wales, so we're okay with that. They pay for them all in advance, so I need to get them. There we go. Right, let me plug this in. So we're going to be looking up here, top right hand corner for current draw, and then obviously see if we get a picture. See if we get a picture on screen. See if I can shove that out of the way so it's not going to focus on that too much. So we have current draw 2.2 amps. Which is all nice. We have a orange charge light as well, which you probably can't see too well on camera, but it is there. Might just get a glimpse. There you go, orange charge light. So we're taking current to charge. Battery looks to be very, very flat, so we've got nice current to charge. Let's just have a look powering it on, which I think on this side is a button on here. We have a flashing white light on the button, so we'll just try and power it on. This might have gone into whatchamacallit mode. Do you know, there you go, down. Ah, BitLocker encryption. She's going to have her BitLocker key. Carthor second in chat. Well done. There we go. There we go. Carthor second in chat. Never misses it, Carthor. Never misses it. Might be second, but he's here anyway. I've heard they're moving Swindon to Scotland. Is that what they're doing? They can have more snow. It's Magic Commute. He's got to his shed if they're moving Swindon to Scotland. There are a lot of people that tend to enjoy watching somebody else learn as they go. Yeah, thanks for that. I do exactly the same on that exit. I know we're all learning. I was discussing this on Chill's stream last night. It's always a case of learning as you go. I know a bit. I don't know everything. I know far less than a lot of people in chat. But yeah, it's what it is. So we're going to skip this drive. Is it touchscreen? It's not touchscreen. Continue to Windows 11. 95. Oh, worms, let me down. At least you're in top 100. You're in the top 100. Oh no! I don't think my sounds are working, Joseph. I don't know whether you guys can hear them on there. OBS decided to press Alt for additional BitLocker. Oh, you can do that. Oh, there we go. Additional BitLocker. I've never even looked at this screen before. Wow, didn't know this screen even existed. I usually just see first one. Sound does work. All right, okay. I can't hear it on my side. When I went live, and OBS just went, "Oh, not today," and just turned off instantly. So I didn't end up going live with everything that I'd set up for that.
And when the doctor said I didn't have worms
PCDD,
anymore,
little
that was
shit.
the happiest day of
One
my
of the
life.
downsides.
Thank you, Ralph. Very
so we're just going to boot into. There we go. It's at this side. Lenovo's thing. On Lenovo's, majority of Lenovo's, you will get a little diagnostic port sat at the side. Can you see that there? And that, don't go sticking it in somewhere where it shouldn't go, but that is a reset diagnostic thing, and that'll let you boot into the BIOS. They don't they don't have a diagnostic key as such on Lenovo. So you press that, and laptop will come on, and it should boot into here. So BIOS setup menu. Oh, it's not even letting us go into the BIOS. That's good, isn't it? That's brilliant. Not even letting us go into the BIOS. So pile that back down. Get back onto the BIOS screen. I want to go into the BIOS. No. Why is that not letting me go into the BIOS? That's rather darn annoying. Try and do a manual reset. Pickle, Scooby-Dooby. I can't hear that, but I can see it playing on my little VU meter. Where are you? We've got some work to do now. So we'll try once more to get into the Lenovo. I wonder if it's locking me out because I can't see it locking me out of BIOS because of that. We want to get into BIOS setup. Lenovo. We know you're in Lenovo. I have plugged HDMI in, but I don't think it's going to take me to the BIOS. Oh, we've got a picture. Whoops! Oh, me shutting screen. So we are now in. I am just going to try the password just to make sure it comes up. So you have to just bear me 2 ticks, and if this works, I'll be amazed. just booting into Windows. As long as it gets to Windows and doesn't really show, yeah, it's got personal stuff on the docket, on the thing. All I'll say, guys, is it does appear to be working. If I cover that up and go down to there, we can see we've got a nice picture of a teddy bear on screen. So yeah, that's all working. I'm just going to check that the battery is charging, 7%, and it is charging. I'm going to leave that on there a second just to see, just make sure it is actually sticking current in there. Time to full charge 1 hour 18, so that looks like it's doing. How did you bypass BitLocker? I didn't, Andy. Sometimes, for whatever reason, with the Lenovo's, if you go into the BIOS and come back out, it lets you, it then loads 8% on battery now, so battery's charging. It then recognises that it's the right hard drive for the right motherboard, and it'll do it. So sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. I've often found as well, just rebooting the machine several times often works, as long as it's the right drive for the right machine. So yeah, didn't bypass it. Now there is an interesting video where you can actually bypass and you can read the BitLocker code with a £5 Pico Fly and a Pro port. It's directly from the M2. So that's a good one on that one if you do get stuck with that. But what I would normally do is just pass it back to customer and say you need to recover your key from your Microsoft account, which they can do very, very easily. So yeah, the bypass itself, I just drop into the BIOS to do that. I've got FBI clearance. Yeah, it's on an IC. Was about to say you can bypass it if mess with the ICs on board, and yeah, Pico. Yeah, there's a video in less than 5 minutes you can do it in. I did my last repair delicately with a hammer. You've seen the video as well, have you, Worms? Well, that's right up your street, Worms. I was on Discord at the weekend, kind of catching up with some chat, and I did notice that you've got a bit of infamy on the internet, Worms. You've got a bit of infamy on there. So I'm just going to shut this down and just make sure we can do a clean boot to Windows OS again. So we'll just go to here. So we will just, with bypassing BitLocker now, with my secret weapon to bypass it. So we've got all the encryption. We will do that. If there's anybody sat in chat who hasn't hit the like or subscribe button, very much appreciated if we can. And
PCDD, little shit.
Maddie's got a vet appointment tomorrow. That's what was coming through. So we've booted straight into it. So we've got by the BitLocker now. We've bypassed it, the BitLocker encryption, and it's going straight onto the Windows screen. I don't want to go any further because we have obviously customers' personal data there, but it is doing that. We will shut down anyway. Just take a picture of that for the customer just to say I have mended your laptop. There we go. She will be over the moon. Over the moon. She'll be like a comet. So we'll go back down there. Pull it. Oh, pull the HDMI. This is actually for my OLED screen upstairs. Not realising this is actually an 8K. What's the point? An 8K HDMI lead. I got one with my monitor. What is the point in that? It's not even an 8K monitor, but they give you an 8K HDMI lead. I'm sure somewhere along the line there is a reason, should I say, there are a reason. Great work. Thank you very much, Andy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Always nice to get a win. Always nice to get a win. So we'll stick this down the best we can. I don't think that one is off there. No, that one is off a different one. You got to figure out how these go back on. I'm happy because this lady, ever such a nice lady who came. She was a little bit concerned because it is her work laptop, and I think we had a conversation about another person which wouldn't leave the password, and she was a bit reluctant as well. But as we all know, we need to do that. I just need to check that it's going to work on battery as well. So we'll just put the case on without looking at like and subscribe. I can't hear the thing. Fan post back from 2002. Yeah, there was a few old posts on there. definitely a few older posts. He did well to find it though. Did cows, but you've no hiding from cows, is there? Right, just before we do this, I just want to make sure it is booting off battery. Battery is a little bit flat. Got about 10% in. I'm just going to post it from battery. So we have a fly. As long as we get this on here, I've not got the adapter in. So that's now working. I'll stick the adapter in just to. We'll shut it down. That can charge for a couple of minutes while we get the screws cases back on. I believe it's that one. Nope, not that one. Never get right one first time. It's that one there. So yeah, I've got a boring afternoon today. Paperwork. It's UK HMRC payment deadline is the 31st of January, and I tend to leave my payments until the last thing because why shouldn't we? Basically, why not us gain a little bit of things? So I tend to. I don't know if anybody else in business. I put my tax money, my money for my tax annually. I pay it in 2 lump sums. One July, one January, and I put it into premium bonds until I need to do it, and then cash my premium bonds in. So with premium bonds in the United Kingdom, it's a savings bond, what you pay to the government, and they cost £10 each, and it's a bit like a lottery ticket that every month you get entered into the premium bond draw, and you could win £1 million, but there are so many other prizes as well. So you could win anything from £25 upwards. So that's what I do with mine. You can cash it in and get it out within a couple of days, and then I can just pay my tax. So I tend to do that, and yeah, maybe win. Some months win a couple £100, some months don't win anything. But on the understanding, I could win that £1 million. That would be really nice. What would you do with £1 million? I've often laid there and thought, what would I do with £1 million? I really don't know. I really don't know what I'd do with that. And screws don't want to go in there at all. I don't want to force them into there because these don't feel like the right length. But they came out of there. Definitely came out of there. Made a fundraiser for. Oh well, I'm miles down now. Great work, mate. Thank you. Andy told me, told Computer Boot it was on your stream, and everybody knew who he was. And he actually knows who you are. Definitely a small community. Everyone knows everyone. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, he knows me. He made a fundraiser for my new shed. I don't know anyone really from Booter. I just started pestering Andy. We all pester Andy. Such a great community. Don't jam the system. Needs to get the mine. Booter has been streaming for a while. I used to put money into premium bonds in the 90s. Cheaper than a machine. Yeah, definitely. 32 gig of RAM. Yeah. Is that what you buy with your £1 million? I've just clicked on with that one. Sorry, I was a bit behind on chat. Aussie, 32 gig of RAM with £1 million. I don't think that'll buy 32 gig of RAM if prices carry on like they're going. And then privatisation, then it all went to India. I do fix electronics, but I joke way too much on the chats. Hi everyone. Oh, Sparta. Good morning, Sparta. Morning. Has he? I only seen his streams about a week ago. Maybe I missed more streams since then. So yeah, Sparta's here, guys. Sparta is here. These 2 screws down here just don't want to seem to go in all the way. And I think I'm not going to force it because there is a thread on it. I'm just going to see if I've got any smaller screws coming in there with holes. They came out of it. I don't know. I'm just not keen on forcing screws in, even if they did come out of it. There's nothing under it at all. but that one here had the that was good. Drop that on the floor. Let's look for it. Let's play a game. Let's find the screwdriver bit which has fallen off. Tick, 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 tick. Oh, there it is. Yeah, now I won't get back up. It's gone in now. There was looked to be some of that silver, you know, this silver insulating conductive tape thing what they put to hold wires down. There were a piece of that under it. There you go. I know they come out there. We have one assembled laptop, so one final test. Working on, ooh, gone into landscape mode, portrait mode, sorry. And we have, and it's still charging on battery. So I'll come down here and go to shutdown. Shut this down. I tried to tape two phones together to do it. Yeah, don't quite work like that. I think it's a bit more complex. If it was today, tomorrow will be 2 million. They're certainly going up crazily amounts. Right, so that's her phone number in there. We'll put this on the shelf to say that that one is another one done. I'm really disappointed I can't do anything with that one. Really disappointed with that. But the customer gave me this one last week as well. Oh, you might remember. A little retro Windows XP Dell machine there. And customer didn't want it back, so he left it with me as well. So I'm thinking of maybe turning that into like the laptop we managed to repair, turning it into a gaming machine, a retro gaming machine. My telephono is ringing. Bear me 1 second, gentlemen. PC repairs. Alright guys, that's another one coming in. Just need to text the address across, which is easily done. One good thing about iPhone, I don't know if Android lets you do this, it lets you put shortcut messages in, and it lets you do that. So right guys, should we just test this? This is that 850 what I was on about just before. I don't know, because Andy, are you ready or you're not going live yet? Because if Andy is ready, I will pass over to Andy. If he's not, I'll keep on trying to entertain, should I say. No, so we are, guys, unfortunately you are stuck with me. Right, so we have, this is a power supply that we took out of a machine last week. And I think from memory, it was working, but it wasn't working. It wouldn't work under any type of load. So I'm just going to clear. We need that.
PCDD, you little shit.
Put some of this other stuff away, because if not, my office floor is full of junk, and I'll just end up treading on it. And it's not the world's biggest orifice. Well, it's a big orifice, just not a small office. That's it, kick that over, why don't you? Can show you a nugget. And I need one of them cables so we can test. Customers' cables.
Oh, right. Not going live. No idea when I will. All right, getting a little quiet again. Yeah, I was saying earlier, Andy. Mine was quiet this week before people get paid. I do notice a drop off, so I might only do maybe I don't know a dozen jobs, let's say, this week, which suits me. I don't mind that at all. What we were discussing this morning on text, Andy, if you want to do that later today, if you are quiet, I've got some time as well, and I'm happy to run through some bits when we have a chat, if needed. When I play, I reduce my background processors and make sure the memory and RAM users is on the lowest. I'm pretty okay with mine. I mean, mine. Just got to. I'm got a PC. No. That one there. My resources. Bearing in mind, I'm multi-streaming as well. My resources are 21%. So nothing. Okay, no problem, Andy. So my resources on there are negligible, absolutely negligible. My GPU is working. I mean, it's only a crappy GPU in this one, but my GPU is working hard. But you'd be expecting GPU to do all heavy lifting anyway. But it's only at 3/4, so it's not like it's really doing a great deal of hard work on there, and it's only sat at 40 degrees anyway. So yeah, I think it's okie dokie on there. Right, guys, let's see where. Right, I'm hoping if I plug this in, we don't go bang. Plug that in there. Right, I'm going to just turn mains power on. Well, that's good. I heard that click, but it didn't go bang. So that's one good thing. Let's turn that back off. Let's get a modular, whatchamacallit thingy bob in here. I got 6 things waiting for parts. Waiting for parts is the worst. Oh right, sorry. That'll be that. You mean on that bottom left-hand corner? Yeah. Are they subs? Oh, did they? I don't know. I've got no sound at the moment. I really do apologise, guys. Thank you, Andy, for telling me. My 404. Thank you very much for anybody who has hit the like or subscribe button. Thank you so much if you are sitting there and you have it like and subscribe. Something yellow flashes to middle of screen sometimes. Are they subs? My Streambot went down this morning when OBS crashed. When I went live, Andy, I pressed go live. YouTube went live. I tried to go live on Twitch at the same time, and it brought OBS just went, ugh, I'm not doing it, and just completely died, which took my stream instantly off air. So this is why I've had to kind of go off just an emergency stream as such. So Streambot, for whatever reason, is not working. It's on, and it works for you guys. It's just not working for me. So if I have missed any subscriptions, donations, or anything, oh god, or anything like that, I can only apologise, which I seem to do a lot of apologising. All right, let's get this in. This again will only show power. It will not create a load. But the plan is, if we can get this on here, I'll get a test board down. We'll build a test board, and we'll see where it goes. So flicking that off, flicking that there. Right, so we are looking for some information on here. This will tell us whether we've got 12 volts, 5 volts, or whatever we've got. 3 and 5 won't probably show up. Right, so as soon as power supply tries to turn on, it doesn't turn on, if that makes sense. It's not working at all. I can hear it click on and click instantly off. So that is not actually working. So yeah. Oh dear. Bit risky. Do you use a dim bulb tester before throwing power on? I know someone who has a small.
I don't. I do need one. I just don't have the room on here, Phil. If anybody has got an idea on how you can build, or would like to build one, and I'll buy it from you, a small version of a dim bulb tester, as compact as we can possibly make it, what I can kind of mount on my wall, because I've got 2 double plug sockets here, as you can see. My chat screen is this thing up here, so the only place I could possibly put it is maybe here somewhere. So I need it to be just a single socket and some type of bulb, which isn't going to get knocked or things like that and shatter. So I'm really struggling for space around here, because I can't go that side because microscope and everything else is there, and then it moves on to screens and OBS. So I've got nowhere really that I can put it. I'm really stuck with it. I was looking at building one to do. I just need something as small as I can possibly make it, rather than because obviously by the time you put light fitting on and switch, as long as you've got a switchable 13 amp socket, I know they're not big. It's just I don't have the mega room as such. I even contemplated seeing if I could rewire maybe this end one to some degree and met that in line with maybe dim bulb tester and put a bulb there, but the bulb would stick out to here and then it'd get caught and everything. So it's getting it so it doesn't get damaged and caught on things. I've just not got the not got the space, but I definitely need it, Phil. Definitely need it. I normally use a RCD trip for doing it. Well, you know, likely it's going to be an internal fuse or power diode first case. Yeah, I never dim bulb test it is easy to make. Yeah, I've watched videos. It's just a piece of wire, isn't it? And in our case a 3-pin 13 amp socket wired to a light and then bypass through, isn't it? Rather than anything too hard. So yeah. I know Andy loves this. I know Andy loves this. I know there was some confusion because I think Andy were some people were saying one thing, some people were saying other with how it was working and bypassing. But I mean, I'm saying it's easy. I've watched videos on it. I've not done it. I've watched videos but not done it myself. Anyway, let's get this power supply opened and see if I can kill myself. See if we can have a look, see what's wrong with it. I don't think it'll be an internal fuse, because I can hear the power supply clicking. It's not a short because it's not tripping the electrics or my RCD, so it's not that. So it's not a mainboard fuse, because I can hear the relay or something sounding like a relay, which I imagine is the relay, actually clicking on and off. So so that's what I would imagine it is. Now, does the 850 have just screws under here? I can never remember. One of them has screws under the sides, and you've got to peel these off to get to the screws. And I can never remember whether it's this one or the one. But let's take them out up top first. Right, screwdriver. And these are these. Is it that one? No, it's too big. I think a bit smaller one. I prefer explosions anyway. Yeah, we've got to live life on edge, haven't you? I do not like working on main. I always enjoy explosions. Yeah, the last power supply I worked on, we stripped down and we changed the. What we changed? Changed a few things, like MOSFETs and whatnot, out of a donor one, and plugged it in. It took me off air. It took stream off air. I have wired the office slightly different now, so it might take my cameras down, the one you're looking at, but it probably will not take me off air, because all my stuff, I've got my office wired separately on separate boards. So the office as such is wired differently to the rest of the house. So my main streaming computer here is wired to the house circuit. The office for all the power delivery is on its own separate board circuit and everything else. So we should be okay with that. I'm going to get my big capacitor drainer, what I melted the other day. I don't know if anyone's not streaming the other day. I popped for a wee, and I got back and people were going, we can see smoke, we can see smoke. I'm like, you can see smoke, what's smoking? And it had, my soldering iron had fell off and fell onto the, fell into there, and it was melting that. And everyone could see smoke coming across camera. Oh dear me. Which yeah, which I can actually turn me soldering iron off, just don't need it on. Which is always a bit funny, but hey, let's see if we can get this unplugged. Take the fan out. Not like that fan connector there. That fan connector is a bit weird where it's sat. Look at how it's fitted. It's not even fitted square tip board. It's just like, I know, damn, we haven't got a fan connector in there. Can't get it out. There we go. At least we've got the fan connector out. Right, let's do a visual. See if there's anything which is... oh, it's a bit dark under there. And capacitor. We will have a look. I can't see anything, so we'll get the...
we'll get microscope on. Someone on Facebook group was complaining, Corsair PSUs keep failing on them. They wanted suggestions for other brands to try. Sure, seen Scan have refurb Corsair PS. Might be something in it.
Maybe. I mean, the good thing about Corsair, you know, I think they come with either an 8 or 10 year warranty. And I've had a couple of customers who've managed to claim on the warranty, and they get a new power supply. And I'm talking close to dates, depending which one it is. They either come with an 8 or a 10. But yeah, I thought that was really good. They do stand by their products, and just feel weight of them compared to some others. They just feel nice to do everything with. So anyway, let's get the microscope on. Press that one there. Get that there, and we'll see if we can see anything. Seasonic's supposed to be good, but I find Seasonic a little bit expensive. I think bang for the buck, I do like Corsair. It's what I fit all the time for people. Right, I don't think there's anything on AC side, because if there was a short on the AC side, it'd be tripping the electrics. Good me train of thought here, guys. It'd be tripping the AC electrics. If the fuse had gone, it wouldn't be making the relay click, and I can hear the relay or something clicking when I plug it in. So I would say it's probably on the other side. That is really, I think that's just dust. What's on there anyway? But I don't touch power supplies because they are mains voltage, and they always seem a little bit scary when you start touching this. I'm just having a quick visual inspection, just make sure I can't see a great big crack or hole in anything which is really visible. I can't see any caps which look like they've decided to give up and go see the great big capacitor in the sky, retire themselves to the eternal circuit board. Right, gents, I'm going to leave this repair down to you guys. So where do we go first? I don't work on 240 volts. So you know what I'm thinking is we've definitely got 240 coming in. I can hear the relay click when I plug it in, which I'll do in a second for you. And I'll put the microphone somewhere near so we can hear, and then we will work forward from there. I don't know what's clicking because there is a couple of relays sat right down here, underneath here. You see, there's a couple there, and those must be the ones I can hear clicking. So there's power coming into the board. It's just, I'm imagining if I measure on the output here, I'm probably not going to get any voltage.
Yes. Oh, they make Corsair. Seasonic make Corsair PSUs, do they? You've had a multimeter go, wow. Has Carthor really got a dim bulb tester? Can you actually get 600 volt bulbs? 600 volt bulbs for Carthor's tester. Will that actually be a thing? His electric at his house is actually 3-phase. I think Carthor is actually Doc Brown. I think that's what it is. I think he's managed to get the DeLorean working. He's come back in time and he just populates our thing.
All right, let me plug this in and turn my heater off, because that will distract me. Oh. Right, so let's put the... This way it gets scary. Let's get this in the middle of the shot. Microphone. Right, you may be able to hear it now when I turn it on. I'm just going to plug the... So microphone's down there so you can hear it click. I'm just going to turn the power on now. So that is it. It's clicking when it's coming on. Plug this in. Okay, so I'm going to flick it power on again. Right, did you hear that extra click? Can you hear that? So it's trying to activate. It's just not pulling anything through. Again, it's on, off. Right, it's now off. One last time. I'll try and give you a countdown, then about a second after I do it, you'll hear it click. So 3, 2, 1, on. There you go. And it clicks on. So relays are clicking on. But obviously we're not getting any live. So I'm going to just put the microphone back on. And we'll just get the multimeter on screen. Connect, connect, connect. Okay, and put that on local. Let's get some probes. Plug it in and have a look with thermal camera. Okay. Okay. It's only making the clicking noise when I've got something I'm trying to turn it on. So it must be something to do with the primary power supply to power it must be working. The secondary one, or whatever they call it, is not. So we'll just have a look under thermal camera on here, which is that one there. This is just a small one connected to my microscope, so it's not the best, but it would certainly get anything which is glowing up. And there's nothing glowing up there. Just some reflections, that's all what's on there. Yeah, there's no heat spots at all to what I can see on there. Yeah, hot and cold side. Hot side's 240, cold side's whatever it's dropped down to, 12 volt on this one. That's how I understand it. You can hear that, can you? Actually, that just clicked back off now. I'm just going to let it drain for a second. It's now not coming back on. and let it drain for a few seconds because it might need to set some thing out there. Yeah, we hear it, brilliant. I did see a burn mark on top row of the FETs, second in from left. Oh right, did you? I will just let that discharge then, and I will get that under microscope then. See if we can get that under microscope. Get some light down there and see. Microscope. So I'm presuming you mean in these. No. Bridge rectifier looks fine as well, but because relay's clicking in, bridge rectifier, I would imagine is working anyway. Have we got any more MOSFETs down there? I've got a pair. There's a couple down there. There's no other heat sinks in the board. There is what looks to be another bridge rectifier sat down there, but again I'm thinking that's right because it's clicking on and off. So I'll just test the output of the coil of the transformer. Just plug this back in. That's back on. Yeah, it's now clicking back on again. Let's test that transformer. There's absolutely zip on the output of the transformer. This terrifies me working with mains voltage. Absolutely terrifies me. I cannot express how terrified I feel. I have a 3rd gen thermal. It does for microns per pixel. Yeah, I've got a handheld one as well, which is the Unity one, and I must say that is definition on that is hell of a lot better. Just the one mounted to the microscope. I find visually it works well for people watching as well. So shall I? Oh God, this is going to terrify me taking this board out. What do we think? Do I need to set board out to get any measurements off here? I can't see any damage to anything. The varistors or thermistors seem fine. I can't really get down to any components down there to test. Is that a burn mark on there? No. Always keep those powered MOSFETs, they're not cheap. Throw it in the bin. It doesn't hurt that much. I'm sure I have. Yes, powered MOSFETs would be suspect if caps show nothing. Yeah, caps aren't showing anything. Good morning, Michael. Good morning.
Transformer going bad, that would be unusual. Yeah, I mean, certainly with a quality transformer like this. I don't want to disassemble it too much because the customer's not actually said whether we can keep it for spares or whatever anyway. So I was just thinking if it was going to be something relatively straightforward and simple, it would make a interesting one. It just, yeah, I think I've mentioned it. Working on mains just terrifies me. Because one slip and you go, oh, that really hurt. That's a tingle. Certainly with them 400 volt caps there, they are 400 volt, 470 microfarads. They're gonna pack a punch, aren't they? I can't even see whether there's a resistor. You would imagine there's a beefy resistor across there to drain it anyway. I mean, ultimately, I probably won't have any parts to repair this anyway. And I generally don't stick my head in power supplies. One, because they terrify me. Two, I don't keep any type of spares for it. So unless it's something with a great big hole and you go, oh, that capacitor's decided to reach for the stars, it wouldn't be one for me. So, do you know what I'm going to do, gents? I am going to put the case back on here until I have spoken with the customer. If the customer is okay with it, I might reevaluate this one and maybe have a look at doing something with that. But that really does scare the bejeebers out of me. I have got, I think I've got 1,000 watt, which another customer's given me anyway. 1,000, an M1000X, which is sitting down there in a box on the floor. If I can just turn the camera off, you can just see the box just there. There. That's a M1000X power supply. Another customer's donated what they didn't want. Can't remember what they had in its place. They took that out, took 1,000 out. What they got from the PC, it's only a couple of months old, that power supply, and had a 700 fitted because what they thought was the 1,000 was too big. And they were told off somebody, not off me, that if you got too big a power supply in, it'll stop your computer performing well, which we all know it won't. It just won't run as efficient as it possibly could. So I suppose there is a little bit of logic in the fact that it's not running as well as it should, but would you really buy another power supply and get me to fit it? Because once you spent money on a power supply, let's say 150 quid on a power supply fitted, that's a lot of difference in electricity. So yeah, I don't think I would have done the same, but we are where we are. It is what it is. So that one can sit there, and we will just keep hold of that until customer should be picking this 1,200 watt one, what we did fit up. And if he doesn't want that, we will maybe take it to pieces and have a look at that. Stick them on there. Stick that there. Just have a quick tidy up. $405 subscribers. Whoever has hit subscribe, I do apologise if I have missed you, but thank you so much for subscribing. My stream bot thing isn't working right, so it's not telling me. So the only way I can tell is when I refresh the page to see what that is. See on there. Okay, let's just move this. I am just pondering if I can think of any other bits and bobs at this moment in time. I cannot. I do have, but I promised Strawberry that he could be here. That one is another exciting stream we have planned. I do have a laptop that we need to install Linux on, but Strawberry wants to be
wants to be part of that one. So we are gonna do that on a Linux install stream. We're gonna install Linux on it, and also RetroArch, and put some very old emulators on there from kind of the good old days of very earlier home computers like Spectrum, ZX Spectrum, BBC Micron, Commodore 64, Amiga, some of the old Atari ones, things like that. None of the new emulators. You know, we're not putting N64 or anything on, or probably that ilk. Just some of the old ones, maybe some DOS bits and bobs, and try and get it running through Linux, and do it on there. So, hi, my name is Dimitri. I also work in Electronic Player. Glad to be here and looking forward to learning and sharing experience with you. Welcome, 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 Dimitri. Very nice to get all new followers and all new subscribers. We have done this morning. We've had to replace a power MOSFET on a laptop already this morning, which successfully worked. We ordered a bit last week because we had found that it had failed, but didn't have it in stock, so we ordered 3 because they were cheap. We ordered 3, popped it in, and the good news is we have a working laptop to go back to the customer. And then the only other one we've just looked at is the power supply. But Mr. PC, is there a free jukebox software for my touch screen computer? I used to have a jukebox piece of software, and I can't remember what it was called. I used to have it on. It weren't. Well, it would work with touchscreen, let's put it like that. But I used to use it for karaoke, but it was a jukebox as well. You could project it onto 2 or 3 screens. So in my cinema room at my old house, we had it on the big screen, the cinema screen, for karaoke parties. And I can't remember what it was called, but I'll try and remember, Chill, to see what it was. See what it is. But yeah, welcome, Dimitri. Welcome, Dimitri. But guys, I've got no other bits and bobs today. So short of me actually, I'm looking on the shelf. I've got a lot coming in today and tomorrow. I've got probably about another 10 jobs coming in today and tomorrow. But I've got nothing as of this morning. I do need to start having a look through the graphics cards, because I've got about 20 graphics cards. So I need to start sorting through the 20 graphics cards that I've got, and getting those siphoned up, and then either disposing of them, donating them, or giving them to anybody who wishes to have a graphics card who's in stream, because I do not need, I've probably got more than 20, probably got close to 50 graphics cards. So I need to start disposing of some of the stuff that I've got, because I am running out of space quickly, very quickly. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Do definitely need to do this, because this is going to be involved with our very own JFix. That's what I need to do. So we have got something else we do need to do. We need to mend a motherboard for him, which is this one sat here. Right. So we've got this motherboard, and everyone's gone, so it was no point. But yes, we've got this motherboard, which is a wrong socket. Wrong socket. Ignore me on that one, guy. Ignore me on that one. So, right, guys, I'm gonna shoot anyway, because I don't have anything at the moment. I'm not too sure whether Andy is going to be streaming today, later, now, or whenever. But if you all want to jump over to Andy's that holds memories. Watch the expert. Yeah, I've got that one, but yeah, it's an also run. So thank you very much for joining me this morning, guys. Only a short stream this morning. Normally it's more than 2.5 hours long, and I do apologise for the people who were joining late. But you can always rewind the VOD as well to see where we go with that. I will probably stream maybe a Wednesday, depending on workload. I might do a long all day, morning till night stream. See if we can break that. Is it 11 hours 55 minutes barrier? What YouTube put up? I don't know. To go with the big one what we did last week. But yeah, thanks a lot, guys. I will catch you either one day this week on one of the streams, in somebody else's chat as well, and then hopefully we'll have some more interesting things. Thank you for everybody, to do that. I see Maddie behind you. She's up. Yeah, she's here. She's here. She wants to go for a walk. She knows I'm finishing. So yeah, we'll see you all later. Hey, was fun watching. Thank you. Please join us again. GPU is interesting. James, I've got loads of GPUs. I need to sort them to see which one works and which one doesn't. And get down. We've got a 30. I keep looking at it on shelf and I keep thinking I need to do something with it. I've got this one. We need to work on. 3070 Ti. Because James, I think this 3070 Ti will make a good match for the 13900 KF. I think that'll be a nice card to go with that. So that'll be a nice one to get working, if we can get that one working and get that done. But anyway, I've digressed again. How many subscribers do you currently have? Are you talking to me, Exodus? We have. It was 405. 405 Exodus, thank you very much. Why don't you plug in GPU into the test to see if it's shorted? Plug every GPU. Oh, is that test what I got? Yeah, I could do that. Could do that. It's just I ain't got the test. I ain't got the tester set up. I was planning on doing it on on one of the motherboards. Just seeing if it is, because I think 406. Oh, I've got an extra one. Woohoo! 406. Thank you very much, Exodus. Exod. I don't know how you pronounce it. 406. Thank you very much for that. Thank you for that. So yes, guys, it might be GPUs. I might do GPUs Wednesday, because that would be a good one. And I will dig them out. There's all different ages of GPUs. I have got that 3070 Ti, which I've just showed you up there. We do have I don't know what this one is. That's a Radeon card. We've got my 1050 I use for testing. We've got another couple of cards here. I've got another big chunk of a card here. We've got another one here. So that's just a selection. The rest are sat down here in these drawers and whatnot. And then I've got a box with a load in. So I probably 50 might be an over exaggeration, but I bet I've got somewhere around 35 actually, thinking about it, to do. So it'd be nice to see if we can get some of them working, and if they are better than what some of the people on stream have got, they might. If we can get them working, we might just post them out to people if they are better than what they've got as well. If anybody is wanting them, once we do that. Russ in 425. Yeah, I'm getting very close. I set my stall out to see if I could get to Russ by the end of January, by end of this week. But I think that's probably pushing it a little bit. But you never know. It's only another 19 people that I need to subscribe, and then I'll be equaling Russ. But I think Russ will probably gain some as well, because we all know Russ is a really, really good guy, really good streamer as well. So it's only a healthy competition, not anything other than that. I've got two expensive programs. Yeah, I'm exactly the same. Some of the stuff I've got on my PC, what I stream from, and I really shouldn't stream from this one. It is Exodus 365 day. I got you. Still sounds interesting. All right. So right, guys, I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna end it here, and we will catch everybody maybe Wednesday for the GPU stream. So please make sure if you do hit that like or subscribe button, you get the notifications. I usually go live early in the morning, probably around 9 AM UK time, and then stream for anything between 1 hour and 10 hours is my longest, just over 10 hours. So yeah, I might do an evening stream as well, if not, just to mix up a little bit. I'm out running tonight, and I've got Maddie at the vets tomorrow. So tonight and tomorrow's out of the question, but Wednesday's looking promising, and then I think I'm out of play on Thursday night. Going to see The Bodyguard stage play on Thursday. So yeah, doing that Thursday night, I think. So yeah, busy time. So right, guys, have a good one anyway. I am going now. Last time, I'm definitely going, and no more than take dog out for a walk. See you all later, guys. Take care. Thanks again. Bye bye. Stop streaming. Yes. You will not be reconnected.